Have you ever heard of the phantom vessel? Picture an endless ocean where the horizon stretches as far as the eye can see, and the waves whisper tales of the lost. Among these tales, there's one that stands out: the legend of the phantom vessel. A ship that appears out of thin air, its ghostly form emerging from the mist, drawing unsuspecting sailors to their doom. This isn't just any sea lore, it's a story passed down from one sailor to another, a chilling warning to those who dare to venture too far from the safety of the shore. It's a tale of vanished crews, of cursed voyages, and a spectral ship that sails with no one at its helm. Yet not all heed these warnings. Captain William Reynolds, a man with a thirst for adventure that could rival the ocean's depth, dared to venture into the vast unknown. He was not deterred by the ominous tales of the phantom vessel. Instead, he was driven by it. As Captain William Reynolds and his crew sailed into uncharted waters, the air grew thick with anticipation. The promise of discovery hung in the air like a tantalizing fruit just beyond reach. But as night fell, the moon rose high, casting an eerie pallor over the ship. A chill swept over the deck. It was a chill that seeped into the marrow, a frosty touch that whispered of unspeakable horrors lurking in the depths. Then, like a specter emerging from the shadows of forgotten nightmares, the phantom vessel materialized on the horizon. Its ethereal form glowed with an otherworldly light, a ghostly beacon in the darkness. It was a sight that would chill the blood of the bravest sailor, a vision of a ship that existed on the border of reality and the spectral world. As it drew nearer, the details became more distinct. The tattered sails fluttered like spectral butterflies in the wind. The wood of its hull was worn and weathered, whispering tales of countless storms, weathered and of centuries spent wandering the vast, lonely expanse of the ocean. A sense of trepidation gripped Captain William. His heart pounded in his chest like a war drum. His palms were slick with a cold sweat. He knew that they were about to face a foe, unlike any they had encountered before. With a voice as steady as he could muster, he ordered his crew to prepare for battle. The air was thick with tension as the men readied their weapons, their faces a mask of grim determination and fear. But as they braced themselves for the coming onslaught, the phantom vessel continued its silent approach. It drifted closer, an apparition from a world beyond the living. Its crew, hidden in the shadows of its ghostly form, remained unseen, adding to the eerie atmosphere that had descended upon the sea. But as they braced themselves for the coming onslaught, the phantom vessel drifted closer, its crew nowhere to be seen. Its silent approach was like the soft whisper of a lullaby before the storm, a chilling prelude to the terror that was about to unfold. A sense of dread washed over William as the phantom vessel drew alongside his ship. As the ghostly maw opened wide, the deafening roar of the phantom crew filled the air, their eyes gleaming with an unholy light. This was the moment William and his brave crew had prepared for, their hearts pounding with anticipation and fear. They had faced many foes in their time, but none as chilling as this. The spectral invaders descended upon their ship like a swarm of vengeful spirits, their ghostly forms shimmering in the moonlight. William's crew, their spirits unbroken, drew their swords and readied themselves for the battle to come. The clash of steel rang out against the eerie silence of the night. Each man fought with the courage of a lion, their swords flashing in the moonlight as they battled the spectral invaders. But their bravery was met with a relentless onslaught, their weapons passing harmlessly through the ghostly forms of the phantom crew. The battle raged on, the deck of William's ship a battleground of spectral chaos and human courage. Each man fought valiantly, their cries of defiance echoing into the night. Yet the phantom crew was relentless, their ghostly onslaught unyielding. One by one, William's crew fell to the relentless onslaught, their cries lost in the howling wind. Their spirits, however, remained unbroken, their bravery a testament to their undying courage. As the last of his crew fell, William stood alone, his heart heavy with loss, yet filled with awe for the bravery of his men. As the last of William's crew succumbed to the darkness, he stood alone upon the deck of his ship. The phantom vessel, like a ghostly apparition, began to dissolve back into the mist from whence it came. A haunting silence fell, the only sound the gentle lapping of waves against the hull. William, a solitary figure, was left to reflect on the chilling encounter. The sea, once a symbol of adventure, now held a deeper, darker meaning. But the legend of the phantom vessel would live on, a cautionary tale for all who dared to sail the seas in search of adventure and glory.